Hello, Knights fans, and welcome to the second to last edition of Kickin with Roland this season. I'm back on camera. We didn't want to keep you in the black chair. So how are you doing today?
Everything's good, Ryan. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Doing good, pretty busy. But let's talk about this past weekend. Let's start with senior night. St. Francis of Brooklyn, and what you told me last week was the most potent attacking force of the NEC, arguably. Coming to the game, they were very good statistically and in games, and you held them to 1 goal rather, coming late in the game, and you held on for a 2-1 victory. So run us through what you liked from the match, and in a second we'll talk about Nico and Keen's goals.
Well, I thought we played very well, and we missed a penalty at the beginning of the game. We outplayed them. We went up 2-0, they made it 2-1, and, we managed the game well to the final whistle and got the win. Nico scored a great goal from like 30 yards out. Keen hit a very good shot to make it 2-0, and it was a great win for us.
Now, Anders is such a sure thing from the PK spot, but from your angle, did it look like their goalie read it all the way? It seemed like he just knew which way to go the entire time. It was a tremendous save that could have been, at the time, could have really put you ahead. But go through what you were...
Well, I'm not sure. You'd have to ask Anders.
Yeah.
Anders would be my choice for taking the penalty kick next time, if we get one. So it happens. No one's a perfect penalty kicker. Although my assistant coach Orsay was
say differently?
10 for 10 in his career. So he's as good as they get. Anders is very good, and it happens.
Now
and I'm glad, Nico and Keen were able to pick him up.
Yeah, I mean, having gone 1-0, the whole style of the game could have changed from really early. There's plenty of time after that goal. Rather, instead, it was just a battle for another 55 minutes or so until 2 goals in about 4 minutes, which really turned the game on its head. Just walk us through those goals. Nico had a brilliant 30-yard curling effort from the left side of the box around their goalie, who had no chance of stopping it, and Keen getting his first career goal on senior night, his last time ever at University Stadium, with a beautiful shot of his own.
Well, we've talked a lot about shooting far post, and we've addressed it many, many times to little avail, and it was nice to see that finally we had a couple of guys go far post, and we got a couple goals out of it, so it's all good.
All right, and let's walk us through 2 days later on short rest, having to travel to Bryant, losing that match 1-0. Walk us through what happened there.
Yeah, we're playing Bryant, who had a bye on Friday night, and we came out, and I thought we played well, and I thought we played hard. Soccer can be a cruel game sometimes. We didn't stick away any of our 6 or 8 opportunities, and when you don't do that, it's difficult to win games. So I'm pleased with our effort, and thought we competed hard. We're just unlucky.
Yeah, that Friday night off was probably really big for Bryant. Always tough going on short rest, I know.
Well, no, but that's no excuse. We had our chances, and our destiny was in our own hands, and we just weren't sharp enough on our finishing. And credit Bryant. Their coach does a great job with them, coaching, organizing them. They have a good mentality. They compete hard. So credit to Bryant.
Now, despite the loss, there's still a chance to make the NEC Tournament still. You have to win this coming Sunday at Sacred Heart, who currently sit last in the NEC. But you need LIU Brooklyn, who you defeated at University Stadium a couple weeks ago, to either defeat or tie, I believe, St. Francis of Brooklyn on Sunday. They play an hour earlier, so you should know about in the second half or so what's going on. But if those results hold, you can still make the NEC Tournament as the 4th seed, I believe.
Yeah, it's not the ideal situation, but we can only control what we can control, and that is we have to go out and win, which will not be easy because it's not easy to beat Sacred Heart on their home field. Tough place to play. And with our issues with finishing and lack of finishing, during conference play, it's a challenge. We just have to be sharper, more focused, and more clinical. I'm confident that we have the ability to go out and make the effort and do well enough to win, but you have to win because all that matters is what it says on the scoreboard at the end. And, we have no control over the other result. Whatever happens, happens. But, we need to go out and be focused in a positive way and do our best to beat Sacred Heart.
Could you offer us a brief scouting report on Sacred Heart and just let us know how the team will be preparing for them this week, where they are mentally as well?
Well, Sacred Heart doesn't have a good record, but their coach is a very good coach. He's a great guy, Joe Barroso. And they're very skillful and very dangerous. They've just been on the unlucky side of some results. And we expect them to be a ball possession, explosive attacking team. And we need to contain them while doing our best to get into a rhythm of play ourselves.
All right, that's all the questions I have this week. You have the full week, the rest of this week to prepare for Sacred Heart on Sunday. That will be on necfrontrow.com if you check out. It's the Sacred Heart feed, and you can always check on fdunites.com for all your up-to-date information, stats, recaps, previews, all that stuff. Thank you again for joining us this week.
My pleasure, and a special shout out to FDU women who go to the NEC Conference playoffs this weekend, and best of luck to them.
Yeah, I just talked to Coach Staten and Katie Arathun this morning. They're both feeling very confident, very excited. I'm going to be traveling with them to Loretto, Pennsylvania as the FDU liaison. That's what you got to do. It's part of the job. So
very exciting.
Yeah, so I'll be watching on Sunday when I can, or following on Twitter, which you can at FDU Nights. And like I said, NEC Front Row, 1 o'clock kickoff at Sacred Heart on Sunday.